They have become a very effective group that uses social media like no other terror organization. So we have to recognize that and actually have our government target ISIS where they live, which is on social media, which we have not been doing well.
Colonel Schaefer, Harlan Hill here.
Hey,
so last night, President-elect Trump was on 60 Minutes, and he was asked about how he was going to deal with ISIS. And he continued with this line to say that he would not divulge what his plan was to take on ISIS.
Right.
And I understand his reasoning there, but when do you think we'll actually hear this plan? When will he articulate his plan to destroy ISIS? Or is this going to continue to be a mystery for the time being?
Let me say as much as I can say about this.
Okay.
I think it's very clear that a plan has been looked at for quite a while now. There's certain members of his opposition team who have been working this issue prior to his victory. So I think the elements of those discussions will now be translated into operational plans. This is going to take some time. So I think part of this, frankly, and I watched the interview last night, Mr. Trump partially is holding back because I don't think he knows all the details yet. I think this is one of those things that's too important to say, I'm just going to roll out the door and go kill these folks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So I think you have to let him build his time up, build the staff up. This is going to take an effort. And we all know that the people in the White House have been very reluctant to give the Pentagon the authority it needs. So I think there's multiple things here. There's leadership, there's planning, and clearly to execute properly, you have to have the right people in place to execute the plan.
You make a great point, Colonel, but at the end of the day, then life happens, right? And you have to face the reality. You may not have that wiggle room and that time as a luxury to have the time you need. I mean, we know what ISIS is calling for right now. They want to get us on Thanksgiving Day.
Right.
And they're calling the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade an excellent target. The latest report is aimed at lone wolves. So what should Americans be thinking about? Should we be concerned that they're trying to fire up new lone wolves in America that are here now to drive trucks through crowds and throngs of people during the Thanksgiving Day Parade? Well,
it's a great point. You know, as Don Rumsfeld said, you got to go to war with the army you got rather than the one you want. So I get that. You have right there where you're at right now the most renowned, effective counterterrorism organization on the planet, NYPD. God bless those folks. They're amazing. So if anybody can get ahead of it, they can. With that said, I don't believe for a minute, Maria, these are lone wolves. These are networked attacks. The Rouhani attack this recently in New Jersey and New York. I've talked to folks in the NYPD. They believe that was a run-through. So this is no small issue. With that said, everything that can be done will be done to prevent this. And yeah, the watchword is vigilance. If you see something, say something. As much as you have a terrorism organization there, the individual citizen watching something that's different now should step up. And that's one of the things, too, about political correctness. Political correctness should go away. If you see something that's of concern, say something. Don't be thinking that somehow it's racist because you see something that's out of the ordinary and someone is doing something that's untoward. We've got to work together on this to prevent terror. This is both a government issue and an individual issue, which is time for us to work together and defeat.
All right. That's all we can do. As individuals, we just have to be on alert, I guess.
Yes, ma'am.
Lieutenant Colonel Tony Schaefer, good to see you, sir. Thanks so much.
Thank you.